Welcome to Reading with Kermie. Chris here, aka Kermie, and happy Thursday mid-afternoon. It's about 3:32 p.m. and I hope everybody's having a great day today. And if not, just know it will be bright on the other side. We can get through this, whatever it is. There is another side for it. Little truth I know. Experiences in life that I've gone through, and of course we all have gone through, and Binks is going to join me today for Reading with Kermie. So, hello Binks, are you here to have some Reading with Kermie time? Alright, so, like I was saying, everything is all good. So, today on Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, it's just small stuff. Like I said, shared yesterday, we are getting really close in this book. In this chapter, hi Binks. Come on, sit down and read with me. Fill your life with love. Yes, everybody needs that in their life, that's for sure. See what it has to say. Want to read instead of smell the pages? Alright. Here we go. I don't know anyone who doesn't want a life filled with love. In order for this to happen, see you later, Binks. Bathroom break, I think. In order for this to happen, the effort must start with us, within us. Rather than waiting for other people to provide the love we desire, we must be a vision and a source of love. We must tap into our own loving kindness in order to set an example for others to follow suit. It has been said that the shortest distance between 2 points is an intention. This is certainly true with regard to life filled with love. The starting point or foundation of a life filled with love is desire and commitment to be a source of love. Our attitude, choices, acts of kindness, and willingness to be the first to reach out will take us toward this goal. The next time you find yourself frustrated at the lack of love in your life, or at the lack of love in the world, try an experiment. Forget about the world and other people for a few minutes. Instead, look into your own heart. Can you become a source of greater love? Can you think loving thoughts for yourself and others? Can you extend these loving thoughts outward toward the rest of the world? Even the people whom you feel don't deserve it. By opening your heart to the possibility of greater love, and by making yourself a source of love rather than getting love, as a top priority you will be making an important step into getting the love you desire. You will also discover something truly remarkable. The more love you give, the more you will receive. As you put more emphasis on being a loving person, which is something you can control, and less emphasis on receiving love, which is something you can't control, you'll find that you have plenty of love in your life. Soon you'll discover one of the greatest secrets in the world. Love is its own reward. What a sweet chapter. That's so true. You know, and what the chapter started with is we all want that more love in our life, and it's so true. I know I do, and for me, most of my life, I'm always seeking for that happiness and love outside of myself, and yeah, we can find it, we can experience it, but in my experience and the things I've been through in my life, I know if I don't have that love in myself for myself, I still have a void inside of me that needs to be filled, or I think I need to be filled with what? I'm not sure, but it is love that I need to fill myself with, instead of searching and regretting and dwelling on things that happened before, or make excuses and stay in a stuck spot saying that I wasn't loved there or whatnot. You know, there's been many circumstances where I've stood still because I didn't feel loved enough. And this chapter is so true. And one of my favorite sayings and quotes I've ever heard from my favorite spiritual guru that now passed on. And I've listened to this guy since I was a teenager on Channel 9 and watched his shows and everything. Dr. Wayne Dyer, one of his favorite quotes is, "If you do not go within, you go without." And that chapter ties in. You know, if you don't have loving with yourself, how in the hell are you supposed to give it to others and experience it for yourself, that true love, unless you have it inside yourself? And I know when I'm empty and not loving myself and dwelling on the negative and living that negative, I don't have room for love. Yeah, I think it's available, but when I'm hating on myself and dwelling on everything, you know, I ignore that love and positivity because I'm so focused on the crap that's going on and all that negative toxicity, and that stuff wants to roll around my head and ignore the love beams like a force field. No, I'm going to stay in my crap. And today, I know I don't have to do that. I know today I can accept that love and start loving myself. And be that example like the book shared to set that bulb rolling, you know. We do need that love in our life today and in this world. So, and it starts with you. You know, you are love. I am love. And that makes it okay to experience that love. And, you know, I know for me a lot of times that fear likes to get in my way where, like I said, that force field. But an acronym for fear that I've always heard is face everything and run. That's what fear is. And another acronym that I recently, a couple of years ago, read was face everything and recover, or there's so many of them. False evidence appearing real. That's the one I was trying to think of. That's one of my favorites. False evidence appearing real, and that's so true. And that same author I read that quote from also explains that when you feel that fear, it's that time to go, that time to feel excited about the next step in your life. Because when that fear hits, that means you're going into unknown, and that's it, you know. I really lost my train of thought there for a second, but be love, because that's who we are, and that's really the bottom line, is be love, because that, like I said, that's who we are, that's who my cat is, you know. And yeah, I see all the hate, negativity, and violence in the world, and you know, I can get deep with this conversation, but all I'm going to say with that, so I can tie it up, is how I think we were created to experience ourselves as that love. And we can't experience it without the opposite of what we truly are. And I think that's why we see some of the conditions in the world today. You know, it's a polar opposite of who we are. So we are supposed to stand up and, you know, be who we are and change the world. We are the change we are going to be. Be the change you want to see in the world. Mother Teresa, there you go. Another great quote. So anyway, I get excited with this life stuff nowadays. So disregard my excitement, or don't. Just enjoy it. Anyway, I want you guys to have a good day. And before I start running in circles, like I also have a habit of doing when the topic excites me, I'm in this note with saying I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace. Be love, folks. Be love.